TikTok has created icons, faces recognized worldwide, millions of followers, hundreds of millions of views, instant fan bases, instant validation, instant success. But there's a secret the internet doesn't want to talk about. TikTok fame doesn't always survive anywhere else, and nowhere does that become more obvious than when TikTok influencers try to step foot on YouTube. For years, creators have treated YouTube as the endgame platform, the real stage, the final boss of online entertainment, and one by one, the TikTok elite lined up to prove they could do it too. To jump platforms, to scale their careers, to prove the haters wrong. But what followed was not prestige. It was not growth. It was not influence. It was one of the largest mass wipeouts in social media history. Creators who once dominated short-form attention, suddenly struggling to break 5% of their audience reach. Vlogs dropping like stones, podcasts forgotten within weeks, comment sections shifting from praise to discomfort. So today we're breaking down why TikTok stars fail the moment they land on YouTube, and why long-form content has become the graveyard for short-form egos. Traditional YouTube success had a formula: struggle, experimentation, failure, identity finding, slow growth, skill development, and emotional calluses. TikTok didn't remove those steps, it just let creators skip them. Charli D'Amelio, Addison Rae, Bryce Hall, Noah Beck, KB Lame, Bella Poarch, Chase Hudson. They didn't grind for years in obscurity. They exploded into relevance with velocity never seen before. Dancing in a bedroom turned into Beverly Hills mansions, lip-syncing turned into Met Gala invites, short-form skits into global campaigns. But rapid ascent hides slow weaknesses. And when your rise has no resistance, your foundation has no strength. A skyscraper built on sand still reaches the sky until gravity remembers it exists. TikTok views feel like loyalty. Followers feel like fans, shares feel like support. Comments feel like connection. But much of TikTok's audience is not a community, it's a crowd passing by. The same people who hype you this week scroll past you next week. Not because they hate you, but because TikTok culture teaches motion, not memory. Even creators admit it privately. Millions watched me. But did anyone really know me? On YouTube, people know you. On TikTok, people recognize you. Recognition fades, relationship stays, and relationship takes time. Something TikTok never lets you practice. When TikTok stars opened YouTube channels, they expected domination. Addison Rae launched vlogs and cinematic lifestyle content. Dixie built talk formats and music tie-ins. Bryce Hall leaned into chaos and commentary energy. Noah Beck filmed day-in-the-life personality-style content. Hype House launched group vlogs and a Netflix show. Bella Poarch leaned into music and stylized visuals. Every move made sense. Every creator had demand. Every comment section begged for long-form version please. Then reality arrives disguised as analytics. Views don't scale. Retention drops. Fans disappear like mist at sunrise. Because the TikTok skill set, interrupting scroll behavior is not the same as holding attention. Short-form fame is spark. Long-form fame is fire. Spark is quick. Fire takes oxygen. Most showed spark. YouTube asked for oxygen and the room went silent. TikTok conditions creators for instant validation, instant feedback loops, instant growth, constant dopamine reward, and frictionless recognition. YouTube conditions creators for patience, pacing, narrative, retention, emotional stamina, delayed gratification, and self-reflection. TikTok stars refresh analytics for dopamine. YouTubers refresh analytics for information. The TikTok brain says, "Why is nobody watching me?" The YouTube brain says, "How can I improve the next video?" One spirals, the other grows. When TikTok stars encounter silence, graphs dropping, slower growth, they interpret it as failure. But it isn't failure, it's the beginning. And many creators have never experienced a beginning before. TikTok teaches you to act like a personality. YouTube requires you to have one. You can't loop charisma for 10 minutes. You can't jump cut your way into depth. And you can't hide behind music and meme sound effects forever. Addison Rae's early YouTube comment section reflected this. Supportive, yet noticing discomfort. Dixie's vlog era quietly slowed as she focused elsewhere. Noah Beck's channel became sporadic as brand and modeling lanes prioritized. Bryce Hall shifted strongly into business ventures and combat sports content. And Chase Hudson evolved into music direction. These aren't collapses, they're identity pivots. Creators realized TikTok loved my presence, but YouTube is asking who I am. Identity is not a filter or a slogan. It's a skill to discover. And discovering identity publicly is brutal. especially when millions already think they figured you out. The TikTok mansion wave changed nothing, it only sped up the lesson. For example, Hype House and Sway House. They are not a group, but a genre. The idea was simple. Put viral faces in one house. Film everything and print views. And for a moment, it worked. Internet sitcom energy, cross-pollination, and manufactured excitement. Then reality hit. Group energy is not group identity. Collaborations don't mean chemistry. Living together doesn't mean storytelling. Drama isn't depth. YouTube audiences didn't fall in love with the group, they watched the experiment. And experiments end. The Netflix show boosted curiosity temporarily, but curiosity is a spark, not fuel. Hype fades, human connection remains. These houses had hype, but YouTube demanded humanity. The podcast era was supposed to be the evolution. Instead, it became a mirror. TikTok delivery is punchline speed, but podcast delivery is slow thought endurance. Some shows worked because they brought format, direction, and voice. The D'Amelio brand had a structured production. Guests, topics, arc, and format clarity. Others tried to wing it. Bro, that's insane! No, literally. So yeah, I can't even. Long form exposes not just personality but thought. And thought can't be edited in. It must be lived. Silence on TikTok is death. Silence on podcasts is tension, timing, or truth. Most weren't ready for any of them. Charli D'Amelio evolved. She moved into business, TV, and doc presence. Dance beyond TikTok format. Humanization and not looping. KB Lame succeeded because his humor didn't rely on trend language. It relied on clarity and universality. Bella Poarch leveraged TikTok into recorded music and visual storytelling. They didn't force TikTok energy into YouTube. They expanded identity instead of stretching content. They didn't try to upload longer TikToks. They built outside the algorithm. That's the blueprint. Don't migrate the format, migrate yourself. The end is rarely loud. No fall-off drama, no villain arc, no cancellation, just silence. Uploads slow. Insta posts turn into big things coming, and the YouTube banner gets dusty. Podcast feed goes cold. Fan edits disappear. Brand deals drip instead of pour, and nobody announces the end. The internet simply stops clapping. And creators who rose without friction now feel gravity without mercy. TikTok gave them a rocket launch, YouTube gave them a landing exam, and most never trained for the landing. TikTok made fame feel normal. YouTube reminds you fame is earned. TikTok made creators visible. YouTube asks if they're watchable. TikTok gave rapid ascent. YouTube demands sustainable identity. TikTok gave a spotlight. YouTube hands you a microphone and waits to see if you choke or sing. Anyone can go viral, but not everyone can be understood. Anyone can be seen, but not everyone can be remembered. Attention is currency. Retention is wealth. Identity is legacy. And legacy is not granted by the algorithm. It's sculpted through time, silence, and failure. The exact ingredients TikTok never feeds you. Some TikTok stars will last decades. Some will become actors, founders, media personalities, or musicians. Some will fade quietly and live happy private lives. But the lesson remains. TikTok gives you fame. YouTube tests if you deserve it. Short form makes you loud. Long form makes you real. And when the scrolling stops, the question begins, were you viral or were you valuable? Like, subscribe, and remember, the algorithm can crown you overnight, but longevity makes you royalty.